Alright, I'm back. Our usual spot. Just gonna run and grab the recorders. A lot of times when we come out in the evenings, there's deer over in this field right here. Wally goes chasing them. Leave it alone, Wally. Some kind of dead animal again. I don't know what that is. I found possum here several times when I've come. Come on, Wally. Don't rub on that. Come on, Wally. Wally. Wally, come on. Leave it alone. Come on. I don't want you getting all stinky. Yeah, I found 2 possums over in that area on the ground on either side of them big slabs. That was quite a while ago. Several months, well, it was probably last year actually. It's been a while. But they were both there at the same time. Better get me a spider web stick. Already getting into the spider webs. This area over here has been staying flooded out. It looks like it's finally drying out now. Nope, there's still water there. I've explored over there in the fall and it was dry, but it's not dry now. I guess I forgot to mention it's June 23rd. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just going to get my recorders to take to Salt Fork. Although looking at the forecast, looking like it's going to rain pretty much the whole time I'm there. That's happened before at Salt Fork. Bummer. I mean, it'd be good to see your friends, but ain't gonna be very good for squatching if it's raining the whole time. I mean, I may still go out and hike, but I don't really see much chance. For one, you don't hear nothing when it's raining. And I don't know, I may go out, but I wouldn't expect to see anything. This recorder headphones is catching on every branch, seems like. These trees are leaning over to the trail. We weren't here last time. Don't look like this trail's getting much use. Oh, there's a tree across it now. 2 trees across it. Huh. Yeah, this wasn't here last time. I can't see what I'm looking at with this. There we go. This big old, well, it's not big, but it's pretty long. This tree, right there's the trunk where it snapped off. This wasn't there last time. I was just here, what, 5 days ago. This wasn't here. I'm gonna set this tray free. It's pinned under there. Let's see if I can get it on this side. Oh, I broke it. Oh. Maybe I would give it a chance. Yeah, this trail used to be easy to walk on. Now it's like everything's in the way. Something's. Oh yeah, this is where I used to come in and out right here. What do you think, Wally? This is the trail we should have come in on. Right here. This goes over to the main trail. That's probably why I haven't gone through all that, because I haven't gone that way in a while. So, I don't know how recent those things fell. So I don't think I came that way last time. I don't remember. Spider web. Give me a stick. I don't know what it is, but every time I come out in the woods, my nose starts running. I get the sniffles. Yeah, I have allergies. They haven't been bothering me too much lately. I didn't have the sniffles till I got here. Kind of hate sniffing all the time with the camera. Here's where I think this tree was growing right up against that one, and then it fell. Huh. I'd say when it fell, let me back up here. When it fell, because of that growth right there, it fell over that and that kicked it out. It probably rolled off of it down to here, but it probably was right up against it. I always like to try to figure out what happens when I see a tree down. Good practice, I guess. So it's probably close to it like this one where they grew. The other one grew out up against it. Walked into that spider web. curious to check these cards before I go. I want to go through them before I go to Salt Fort in case I find something interesting. I can show it to Hickenbottom while I'm there. I'd like to get his opinion on some of the sounds. I don't think I'm going to actually video me getting the recorder because I don't want to reveal my spot, because when I come back I'll plan on putting them back same spots, since I'm pretty familiar with them now. Makes it easy to find them, and I've been catching some interesting sounds, so I think I'll just stick with those spots for now. I've got a recorder down at Caesars Creek right now. I'm thinking about, I got a friend that's going out to Houston Woods. He lives close to there. And Bigfoot Society just released a video today about a sighting in that area. That's why he's going out there. So I told him to take pictures if he finds anything. See if it's worth my while. Drive all the way down there. It's 2 hours for me. It's only about 10 minutes for him, 15 minutes. So if he finds anything interesting, I told him to take pictures so I can decide if it's worth my while. I might put a recorder down there for a while. It is right by a college, Miami University. Fairly big college. But she mentioned seeing some structures. It kind of makes me wonder, college kids aren't out there making them. She said it was right along the trail. So I don't know about that. Of course, the one that's here is right along the trail. And I don't think kids made it, because that's that tree that I kept thinking was going to break off. Wonder if I got it on recording. This fell since the last time I was here. I think I've pointed out that tree a couple times when I was here, because that trunk was all split out. I knew it was just a matter of time before it was going to fall. Maybe I got lucky and recorded that, because my one recorder's not too far from here. I'm going to get it on the way back. Right now I'm heading to the farthest one. I'm going to video over that direction while I'm looking straight ahead on the trail. I do this all the time and then I forget to come back and look at it. So who knows if I've ever caught anything. Unless I post it and people are actually watching it. But there are some people watching my videos. I don't know who. I mean, I try to put in the description whether there's anything worth watching or not, which most of the time there's not. It's just me walking in the woods. That's the reality, at least with me. 99% of the time it's just a walk in the woods. Don't hear nothing. Don't find nothing. But I don't try to do the clickbait thing and try to make it out like anything that wasn't, like a lot of people seem to do. I'm not trying to make money off of a YouTube channel, or well, I'm not faulting anybody for doing that. I'm just saying that's not what I'm doing. I don't care. I mean, I would like to be able to share with a lot of people, but I'm not doing it to make money or see how big my channel can get. I figure, well, I do need to probably improve the quality of my videos because I don't do much, if any, editing. I really want to work on getting better at capturing like a weekend camp out, or like next week at Salt Fork, kind of what it was the whole time at Salt Fork, what it was like, who was there, what it was like around camp, hiking. I want to try to put together a little bit better video. Usually I just video while I'm on a hike like this, and then I take it right from the card and upload it. But I notice a lot of people will take a whole bunch of little short videos and put them together of when they're camping, like them cooking whatever they're having, sitting around the fire, that kind of stuff. So I need to do more of that. Just heard a stick snap over there. I'm not going to look over there. Just going to keep walking. It wasn't a big stick, but heard something snap a stick over there. There's a lot of deer back in here. There's no hunting in here, so, and I think deer somehow have a sense of that. There's that big tree that fell. Big crater it left. That tree was leaning. Where was it leaning? It was leaning on one of them over there. Pretty big one. I thought it was pretty obvious where it was leaning before. I don't see it. Anyway, it was leaning out here. Where's my finger? It was leaning out in here on one of these trees for a long time, leaning almost like 45 degrees across this trail. And every time we come, me and Wally, well, sometimes I'd go around, but Wally would go under it every time, and a lot of times I would too. We'd duck down under it, and now it's laying there, and it's a whopper of a tree. I mean, let me see if I can give you an idea how big this thing is. You can see it's a big old tree. Big. It's hard to say how many times we walked under that. It was leaning there for months and months. I don't think I had a recorder out here when it fell. Sounded like a wood knock, but it was pretty far off. It's hard to say though, there's houses not too far from here. Well, there's houses back this way. Oh, I just heard it again. I don't know. Hard to say. I think it was maybe somebody, person. There's no houses back this direction, anywhere close. On the other side of the dam, there is. But the dam's quite a ways that direction. The direction I'm heading. But it did sound pretty far off, so it could have been from a house way over there. And it did sound, it sounded more like, I don't know how to explain it, like a lumber type of knock instead of a tree knock. Like if he was hitting a 2x10. That's more what it sounded like than if you hit a tree. So it probably was a person. God, I've seen it over that way. I don't have my little selfie stick today, so I don't have the luxury of a good monitor. I got this little 1-inch screen. I'm trying to keep it aimed. Sometimes I'll bump it on something and don't realize it, and it's aimed at the ground or aimed up. And then I finally realize it and get it straightened back out. It's aggravating when that happens, because I sure wouldn't want to watch a video like that. Or the other, I don't know what happened to that video. I did that night hike and I was using this. This thing just doesn't do as good in low light, so I switched to my phone, and this never happened before, but for some reason the sound cut out on the video. I don't know what happened there. And at one point I tried to zoom in on this spider, the eye shine on this spider on a tree, just to show it, because I don't know, there might be people who don't realize spiders have eye shine. So I was trying to show that. I zoomed in on it, and then when I started walking again, I still had it zoomed in and didn't realize it. So I went a little ways before I realized I had it zoomed in. Zoomed it back out. Alright, I'm getting close to the recorder, the far one. I'm going to shut this off. Probably all you're going to get from this trip. Next one will be Salt Fork, hopefully. Hopefully get a break from the rain at least a few times, where I can get out there, do some hiking. I'll try to capture as much as I can of the 4 days I'm there. I want to make it feel like you're right there with us. That's what I'd like to try to do, but anyway, bye for now. I decided I'm going to go ahead and record over that way again on the way back without looking over there. Might as well. I'd say the majority of people that walk this trail, if there is very many, are usually looking straight ahead, not really looking around. think a lot of people just come to walk their dogs. Although I doubt they walk their dogs on this trail, because it's a good way for them to get ticks. I always check Wally all the time. He hasn't had a tick in a long time. I mean, I've got a few off of them before they latched on, but I was surprised 4 days at Wayne National Forest didn't get any. I probably will at Salt Fork though. Seems like they've been really bad at Salt Fork. I even got them in February. That was after we had some really cold weather, single digits, for a couple of weeks. That sounds like a pileated woodpecker. Not really like a tree knock. I know they like to dig around in logs laying on the ground. Right there. I don't know if you can hear it on camera. Got one over here too. There it goes. Back in there. Pretty sure that's a pileated woodpecker. They don't peck like a normal woodpecker. Well, I mean they can, but theirs is usually slow taps, not a rapid fire. They're usually digging out grubs. They're pretty big birds. About the size of a duck, probably. About as big as a duck, or as tall anyway. You know, not body-wise, but that tall and slender like a woodpecker. Got a red head. I hear them a lot in the woods, but I've only seen them a couple times. I don't know if that's what Woody Woodpecker was based on or not. I mean, I get a lot of red-headed woodpeckers on the bird feeder, but they're like the size of a robin. Not the same kind. I forgot I gotta grab that other recorder. I need to start paying attention where I'm at. I try to get them far enough apart that I'm not picking up the same sounds. Funny, I don't remember walking under that, but I'm sure I did. Trying to even see if it's showing up on here. This screen is so tiny. It's like a little arch. It's a vine draped over that branch. Huh. I don't remember walking under that, but it's like right over the trail. I mean, I had to have. I don't remember doing that. Now I'm going to have to look at the video, because if I didn't walk under it on the way out, that's very interesting. I'm going to have to check that when I get home. Seems like I would have noticed that on the way in, and I would have said something. Because that's kind of unusual. Alright, I'm going to have to check it.